Hi everyone, welcome back to the Business Talk with Miss Tmgz and Tmgz. Today we're going to be talking about business ideas for 2022, and we're going to be also talking about if you haven't started a business plan or if you want to know how to. We're going to also talk about how to improve in your business. We're also going to talk about how to start a small business, because we experienced differently how other people would probably experience if they did more research on certain categories in a small business, then they would know better. But we're going to break down some of the ideals of a small business, like how to start one. And we're also going to talk about the ideas for 2022. But right now, we're going to talk about just like how to start a small business. So basically, to start a small business, you always want to basically. I'll start from like the smallest. So maybe conduct a market research to get ideas. Like for example, see how the products that you are trying to sell, or for example, for us, it'd be we're trying to sell food, right? So see how your products desire in your community. For example, so for product wise, like for anything otherwise than selling food, you guys would see how people are in your community, how they adapt to like the clothing, the shoes, any sort of products that you're trying to sell. But for us, it'd be like, for example, we're selling food, so we would want to get an idea of what our community desires. Like for example, if they like jerk chicken, oxtail, like for us it's different, but we can still give ideas for anybody that needs to know about their product. If it has to do with like a cup they're selling, or if they're selling like a body product or whatever. So that's one thing you should conduct this research on, is seeing what people desire in your community. So for us, we're food. We basically, we didn't conduct a research, but we basically went in that area, and we know the fact that there's different multiple cultures, like different cultures. Like you see Caucasian, you see Italian, you see Jamaican, obviously. You see Trinidad. You see a lot of Caribbean. You see a lot of people that are different from different countries that came to Canada that live in Hamilton, Ontario. But for us, we didn't conduct a market research on what people desired in our community, because we were trying to focus towards downtown, where we're located downtown in our city, and we noticed the same desires are where we are now. And also it would have been the same thing as downtown where we're from, because there's different, like I said, there's different multiple cultures, like Muslim, Russian, stuff like that. And there's a lot of people that like that kind of like Caribbean food. But we decided to change it up too, because we noticed people like doing Italian food. There's a lot of Italian restaurants nearby, like that sell very nice food. Like I remember when I first tried this one place. It's all like yellow. Can't remember the name of it. Some Italian name. Starts with a C. I would have to like look it up. But I tried their calamari. It was so delicious. Even though we cook our own food and stuff, we do support other people. That's the next thing we're going to talk about, supporting people. But that's one thing for how to start a small business, is always conduct a market research, and not even just a market research, just like just more information on how to like maybe start a business plan, your prices, what are you gonna basically what you're gonna pay for the raw food and what they're gonna pay for the cooked food, kind of thing, because you're basically paying more for the raw food. Like for example, oxtail is not cheap. Chicken can be, depending where you go. We go to a market. I think they're Asian people. Mm-hmm. They're cool. Like we've been going there since before Chiquan was even born. Like more than 10 years ago. So we basically did our research on, we did our own market research when we opened and kind of stuff. Like we didn't do it before, but it's always good to like conduct our market research to get ideas of what your community or what your clients, your customers are the same thing, but we call them customers because they're getting food. But if you were to do like a dentist office or like what do you call that, a TripAdvisor kind of thing, like you want to know what you're giving people like for a desired. So our desire was we know that these people love Caribbean food. There was once a Caribbean place down the street, right? But they were more like African, they're more doing like Caribbean, but they were doing also African style. But that's one thing you gotta always remember when you're starting a small business. Conduct a research on your products or if you're selling food, like what the people desire. That's one thing you should always look at. Number 2 is your location. You need to go find a location, regardless if it's too expensive or like if it's too expensive for your range. Okay, that's a different story. Some people want to start off like very small, but we basically did our location in a good area where there's not only, like I said last time, there's foot traffic, there's car. There's car traffic. There's there's a lot of traffic in the area that we decided to do our location. So that's your next thing. So conduct a research of your community or what you're selling. Make sure it's like people would desire it, and also like your location is very important too, because if you say like we were to open up a location where it's like far up the mountain, like we have down the mountain and up the mountain here. So up the mountain it's like all like they're not, there's apartments, there's condos, there's anything down here is up there pretty much. So basically what I'm trying to say is your location is important, because say like we went and did a location where like you don't see a lot of people that would want Caribbean food, then that's not a good location. But if we were to go to a location where there's people that love Caribbean food, not just Caribbean but fusion, like a mix. And not only do we just did it like that because if someone wanted something off the menu, we could still provide them with that, even if we had to go buy it. Like we're just like that. The next thing is like your options in your community. Like for example, if you were to open, well, we opened up a small or a restaurant that has sorts of food that so like we opened up a pizza place, and in that community there's also three different pizza places running, but they have like different like things like for example, they don't have wings, or they have like different options like shawarma and etc. Like basically what I'm trying to say is like where your location is, make sure you're not like, yes, it's okay to be competitive, but it's also good to like let people know that you're not here to take over their like spot kind of thing. That's one thing you gotta realize. Like it's not, yes, it's okay to be competitive, but like it's to a certain extent. Why is it doing that? Oh, it's you, babe.
Yeah.
I'm joking.
So like for the for the
Babe, I'm not done.
okay, go on.
Just doing how to start a
I
small
know.
business. So then the next thing is basically prices. Like you gotta look at your prices and make sure that what the people pay for they get pretty much. But also you gotta remember um, prices can be like, say like down the street they're selling their chicken and they're selling it for like so sky high price, and we're selling it for cheaper. You obviously know people, if your food's good, they're gonna come to you right?
Mhm.
That's the next thing.
Right. So that said, now,
Just gonna
oh
you're not even done, but it's okay. Go. You can
man, you
talk.
was talking for 10 minutes. But anyway, for
Don't
this,
come up in here like I'm joking. I just want to say one more thing. When you start a small business, write a business plan. That's the
yeah,
next.
that's true. A business plan is key. You need a business plan because a lot of people start a business, they don't got a business plan. Business plan is very important because it shows you what you gotta follow. You might come up with something or something that's not yours because someone's doing it on the street and they're trying to give you ideas which is not yours. You already have yours already. So if you need to refresh your memory, just go look at your business plan. 2022 ideas.
Wasn't
Um,
You can go straight to that, but I wasn't done. But it's okay. Go to that. I'll come back to my writing the business plan, how to do it and stuff. Go for it.
so the 2020 ideas for me is try to I mean, I was gonna say make our menu more for everybody, but it is for everybody. But we're gonna have to. I'm trying to adjust certain things, trying to make more. like, trying to make maybe $1,000 extra. Um, Trying to promote my business more. Do more handouts. Like what I mean by that, like carrying going to different like part of the cities and just have like 20 25 or
Sorry, I couldn't do something.
yeah or 100 menus and just give it to other people. um
Your turn.
um what else? Um what else? um I don't know, just building more promotion, like do probably get like what Miss TMG said last time, a poster and a bus. uh Trying to team up with other small businesses and um yeah, just try to be more like on the go, go out there, pay someone to bring something to like they might be having what do you call that stuff again when people sell food outside, babe?
The what?
What do you call that stuff? Street crawl, yeah. Try to get our stuff to a street crawl. That means like an event where they sell food.
Also,
Uh,
basically, can I break it down to them?
mhm,
Basically, he's saying in his words. So basically, he's saying like he wants to get out there more. Not meaning like we're not out there, but like he wants to do like events. We have an event called Street Crawl, and they have like these events in this park too, where people bring their trucks, and you can rent a truck, or you can bring like a tent, bring certain things. He wants to promote like that more because of COVID. It's like we couldn't really do it like that. We had an event that we were gonna go to, but
mhm,
one was because so many protocols, and two was because we just pretty much opened and we wanted to make sure our restaurant was still like, running properly and stuff. So he's basically saying, like he's saying also, he wants to put like our restaurant, we want to pay someone to put like our advertiser stuff more like in the city, like not just on here, but like on a bus or like on a bus shelter window,
newspaper.
like newspaper. We know people that do that, but we're waiting until 2022 because we're gonna see how it is this year, like how it ends, and then we're just gonna move on from there. But he's basically saying he wants to promote more. Like we have people that want to take free freaking photos of our food and just basically they take the photos of the food and then they get to try it. So
Mhm,
then that's they want to how sorry let me back that up. So they take a picture of the photo of the picture, and then they get to experience what it tastes like. So they go take the photo, and if they like it, they say, "Oh, come check out." Team Chef by Caribbean Fusion restaurant. It's new in Hamilton.
Right.
Well, it's been around since they just opened, etc., etc. Their food, you should try. We'll give them like 3 dishes and let them take photos of it, and then they can say, "Oh, you should try this. I tried this. This tastes good." They promote like that. Like we have people like that, but we're just kind of like letting it flow, kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like like for example, we are promoting. You can buy a cheesecake right now, a full cheesecake right now, pre-order it kind of thing. We have Christmas Eve. We have someone that tried our food from time, like when we were doing catering. They want us to do a Christmas Eve dinner for them. It's not even turkey; it's what we have on our menu. Um, yeah, like etc. Like that stuff. Like he means like he wants people to like we're not going to use like the companies that promote Google on here and stuff. We're going to actually get out in our own city and have people that are professional that, they might charge us, but hey, it's worth it, kind of thing. But that's what he's basically saying. Like he wants to go to
But
like,
what I mean, like, we need to team up with other small black, like,
yeah,
down the line is we team up with other, like, you see how all these big businesses are like teaming up, right? Like, you got, I ain't gonna say their name, but you know what I'm talking about. I don't want to
I know what
promote
he's saying.
them.
I don't want to break it down, but you can talk. Well,
Um, they just promote like with each other, like, they could sell, like, I'll say something for you. You don't know the bake, like, for instance, someone doesn't know to bake a bread, you could bake it for them and stuff
yeah.
like that. You know what I mean? Or if we don't have something that we can do, like, we can much be anything, but something that we don't want to do when it gets busy, we could get them to do it.
Oh, for example, like we don't sell patties. And we know someone that makes patties, we can just pay them, we can promote them and have their cards and menus if they have a menu for it. Like say like they just do patties, for example, like they do beef patties, veggie patties, like stuff like that, etc. We can promote them by purchasing their like ordering a big load of it and then well not like a big load, but you know what I'm saying, like promote them by buying like whatever they want for the patties. Like for example, if they want like for a dozen like 50 or so dollars, we want to promote stuff like that, do business with that. Because we did have a lady that called us. She does like really nice cakes and stuff, And yes, I do bake, but I'm not doing that bakery stuff until we get a new location or if we have a location that we can put all that bakery stuff in it. So for example, this lady, she does like rum balls, coconut drops and stuff. Like we made that, but we're not gonna have time to make anything like that because we're so busy. Like especially we get rush hour, we can't really do all that kind of stuff. So
Mm-hmm.
for example, this lady, we have her number. We saved her number. We even looked up her website. We said we'll get back to her, which we are going to get back to her because I do want to promote other businesses. I don't care if they're Caucasian, Chinese, like you know what I'm saying. I want to promote other businesses because this lady, she has a really nice
This guy.
just Instagram a website. She does Facebook, I think, but she has really nice design cakes. So what he's saying is like partner up with them, but like not like partner up with them, but like promote them more. Like for example, if someone wanted to a nice cake, we basically tell them, oh, we're basically not partnered with them, but we're just like promoting them. But with the partner kind of stuff, it's like we purchase an amount of like say like their rum balls or their she has those jobs, those coconut jobs. I love
Mm-hmm.
those. I would promote, but also partner up with that kind of stuff. Like where we're not like signing any papers, but we're purchasing amount of coconut drops and we pay her what she wants for it, and then we also promote her like that. That's what he's basically saying. Like he wants to start
Oh gosh.
what?
But you gotta sign something with somebody to show.
So you want to do it that way?
What do you mean?
Oh, you want to really, really like
Yes, if you're doing business, they gotta sign something with if something goes wrong. Like, I decide to take off with the money or they decide to take off with the money. There's no proof.
they can't. really take off with the money. Like they basically, my thing was what I was trying to say, and not to be rude or cut you off. I was saying like they basically bring the product to us, so we pick it up and we pay them, kind of thing. That's still promoting. Like I don't want to really go into partnership with, like, I want to promote businesses and
Yeah.
do that, but I don't want to be like, oh, you're on a contract, so you have to pay me this and I have to, but God forbid, that don't mean shit with a paper. People can still like, oh yeah, so what if they signed it? They don't make our product and we paid them
Yeah.
already. That's how I was saying anything we do, I want to make sure we can pick up that amount of coconut drops or Jamaican patties and pay them right there. That's how it is working. That's how you basically are partners with people
Hold on,
too.
I gotta back up for a bit.
Pardon?
I gotta do something.
Okay, so for example, like we order fish and that, we still partner with them. We're just not like, there's no like, how do I say it? We're still partner with them and we promote them, but we're not like lease. Like we don't have to stay with these people forever kind of thing or for a year. So we just basically, they bring the product, we pay for it. That's the same kind of stuff. I want to kind of do like, I want to promote more like desserts, like she's good at what she does. So I want to like, I trust in that. But I know for a fact if anything did go wrong, I know that her information's all on these coconut drops or these patties or you know what I'm saying? Like I want to actually make Jamaican patties and have like maybe a few a week. But like that's just once again it's eating up time. Now we can get someone that's been making patties, like not just beef patties but veggie patties, etc. That'd be nice too for us. But also TMG, that was I gotta go back to my talks because like I want you to talk about what you want to talk about, right? So we're gonna go back to writing a business plan, right? I'm gonna give you some kind of ideals of writing your business plan. So basically, you want to fund your business, you want to self-fund it. Yeah, you want to find investors. If we didn't do all of these, but I'm just saying some of these are good ideals. So maybe finding an investor. We didn't do a loan, but if you want to do a loan, that's up to you. If needed, kind of thing. We didn't need it because we already had our money saved up, kind of thing. But your location is like the most important part to it. Choose like a business structure. Like we chose corporation. Like we cooperate ourselves, kind of thing. Choose a business name. That's one of your main things. Choose a business name. Register your business name. You can have then you gotta apply for like permits, license, and stuff, and open a business bank account if you feel like you need to, kind of thing. If you're not, my next thing is like some people are not good with how do I say it? So I'm gonna move on to like a different kind of. It's not a different topic, but what's good, book. I want to move on to kind of like how do I say this? We're gonna talk about like how to improve in your business. Like so, keep a financial score. So basically, keeping an accurate idea of how much you made in a month, or like a cash flow. You know what I'm saying? Oh, nothing. We're just TMG's coming, but he was in here, but had to do something. So basically, for example, like your monthly numbers, financial, like your trends, like so we know that the beginning of the month and at the end of the month is kind of like a busy flow. The mid is so like we know that for a fact. Like even though we still have more to figure out like how our flow is gonna come because we have new customers coming, so they might change the flow of like what we make. No, I'm not even trying to talk about what we make. I'm just trying to say like you should know how your business flows, like how much you're making in a month or a week. Like you gotta know the accurate of your cash flow kind of thing. So for example, as we like I said, we know that the ending of the week, ending of the month, we get like big orders. The beginning of the month we get big orders. the middle of the month, like right now, it's so. Like we have those days where like, you get we get new customers. That's what I was saying. Like I can't really go off of like how accurate our finances, but we know we are doing good for like, being open for how many months? Like 6, 7 months or whatever. So another thing is, just know, like, for example, this month, like, for example, what's that? They blocked the baddest. What? I don't even know what you're talking about. Big up Tmgz. Even though they blocked the baddest Oh, you're the one that has the one picture, right? I know who you are. You're saying we blocked your channel. I don't get what you're saying because I didn't block anybody. Did you block him?
Is that baddest? No.
No, I don't think we blocked you though. But like, okay, for example, we're gonna go back to your cash flow, and for example, we might know like this month we made, like, say like, okay, so September we know we made. Okay, we'll go back to August and like when we first opened. So for example, August we know what we made. September we made maybe a little bit more because we gained more customers. So like we know every month we're gaining new customers and we're making more money, but at the same time we still want to track like how much we're making, because that's a main thing. You should know your financial score. Like you want to know what you're making, because then you gotta pay this, you gotta do this, you gotta make sure you're up to date on certain things. Like it's not about making money, it's about managing, like, managing, like, for example, like your business, but also your family, like your home, like your home environment. Like we pay 2 different rents, we pay 2 different hydros. At a restaurant we pay gas, right? Here we don't, because we're in an apartment, so we pay water, gas, electricity there, and we pay electricity and like just electricity here, I think, because everything's all in once. But we also have to realize we're not just paying internet here and stuff, we're also paying internet there. What? I just said we pay hydro here. No, but there we pay gas and water and hydro separate. That's what I'm trying to say. Don't get all hitchy with me. This is a show that will go turn left and right. Just playing. It is. Oh, okay. So I'm gonna read the comments too. So I know what topic I'm on. He said, "Me right, you boss me old channel. I try to write. Nothing show up, but much love to people. All good. My people, much love. Blessing from Brooklyn." That's weird. It didn't show up. I don't think it means you're blocked though if it doesn't show up. Cause I know, like, if I were to go like look at someone's thing, I can't see certain things. But so basically, you want to know your financial score, like your cash flow, stuff like that. Like, you want to know what you're making, because if you don't keep track of your financial score, you're not how do you say, you're not gonna know what you're gonna be getting yourself into. So if you can't keep track of it, you should, if you have the money, hire an accountant, because they will help you. Like we know how to keep track on stuff. Like we know, for example, we brought home like from what we made in a week just to put in savings. We know that we make that every week, right? So Tmgz family. Hey, I don't know what happened with that. Okay, so that's one thing you should know, your cash flow. You're not just, oh yeah, I'm making this amount, I could go do this. No, it doesn't work like that. So set goals for your business, like to improve. Like for example, set a goal that you. Pardon?
Tell him I'm coming.
Tmgz's coming. He's just like doing something right now. So basically, setting goals are like how do I say it without like being annoying? For example, for me, it's like what you can achieve on, And then maybe if you want to do better in that area, you can set a goal to achieve even more, like more to that goal or to that what you can achieve, what you're good at, right? Um, for example, keep prices at certain range where people can like the customers keep coming, but you know you have to upgrade your menu eventually. But like for like when you just open, kind of keep your menu at a good price because especially like if the customers are loving your food and like this pandemic is crazy. So like we know we didn't go too high with certain like our oxtail. Yeah, we put it up $2. It's not bad. Like it's worth it because people always compliment us on like what do you call it? The one like there's two customers that get oxtail a lot and they say, we get a large and it's a good price. They get like rice and peas. They get eight things of like big nice pieces of oxtail. They get coleslaw. They get cocoa bread. They get plantain and stuff. The people eat the food, right? And they say they still have food from. They eat the food when they order it, and then at dinner they or like later on they eat some more, and then they save the rest for the next day. That's how much portion they're getting it for. And it's $20 for the large and 16 for the medium. But the medium is the same thing. You get the same thing, you get the same stuff in the large, but it's just one items out of it. So like for the medium, we'll give you coleslaw, plantain, and I think it's cocoa bread. But you also get like 5, 6 pieces of it, But my thing is always keep the prices to don't hike your prices like high. Like we didn't go too high. We went $2, right? Because we know like you can afford $2 more, but we're not trying to hike it to like $5 more because we know people like the price that we have and our food is very good. So it's not like they're gonna complain about $2 more, right? They always like not even just I'm gonna talk about this too because our customers they love our food so much and I don't like I said in the previous ones I don't like taking tips but they said we should take a tip we should do a tip jar and etc. But I know with the COVID and pandemic people are going through craziness but I also know people want to buy the food because they know they don't want to always get McDonald's or pizza and stuff like that all the time. Like they want something good but they want something like affordable. So that's one thing. Keep your prices at at a nice price, like at a nice level of items, but also like keep what you can provide. Like you're paying this for cabbage and carrots. You know that you're paying this for flour to make the cocoa bread, the butter, the coconut milk. Coconut milk is expensive, but it's not Um, and the bottom one, the gas and Haitian food. It's sad. Haitian one, the bad one, but yeah, but like the price. I think with the
That is
price,
what's going on, yo. Cheers, my nigga.
I think with the price, you should keep it at a reasonable price because I know people are getting money. Like that's the next thing. People think that Canada, they got $2,000. They should be
I'm gonna
living.
sub to this channel, guys.
But I'll tell you this right now: when you own something or you run something, you're not getting that two
Can I
thousand.
sub to this channel? Sorry, man. Can I sub to this channel, baddest? Cause boy, I'm not know what I want. Shut up, bug. You fine, nigga. So sorry, man.
Anyways,
I'm gonna add this one though, baddest. Nigga, bug.
like I was saying,
Add buck and add coop too.
nigga,
Coop the bully.
nigga,
Okay,
I'm
continue.
gonna
Let's go.
bully you.
Continue.
Like I was saying, like you don't wanna see you made me almost lose my spot. Like you don't wanna hike your prices, but you wanna make sure you're getting what you paid for kind of thing.
All right.
So like even though you gotta look at else like you gotta look at what you're selling or giving like you got like for example, we make our coleslaw from scratch. We don't buy the coleslaw mix and mix it. We buy the carrot and the cabbage, right? And I'm not gonna tell you how we do it because it's kind of like different. We don't put that ranch shit in it, okay? This is no fish and chips kind of thing. But
shit.
we do like a different style. Like we do a Caribbean style. Like people love it too. It's crazy that the people that purchase the food they always want coleslaw, even though they get coleslaw at the side. So for example, oh, you saying stock up? Yeah, like yes, you're
Stock
given
up
a nice
to
portion of food and you're selling it
say,
for a nice price, but yes, you gotta stock up on your savings too because for us, like I said with the financial score, you should always keep an accurate idea of how much you're making because like I said, you don't know what um you don't know what's gonna like how do I say you don't know what is gonna come. Like a rainy day is gonna come. Like I want to talk about that next. Like basically what I'm trying to say is like yeah, know what you're spending and what you're saving kind of thing because
mm-hmm.
we went through something that was like ridiculous. Like dipping in your savings is not my thing. Like I like, but even though we still put that back in, but know your financial because boy, we went through something that
Listen
was,
to that.
it was ridiculous. We were saving, we had a good amount of money saved, and I didn't want to dip into it until like maybe Christmas or like if anything did come up because what happened to us. I'm gonna go back to the topic about keeping your customers don't hike your prices, but keep it reasonable because I'll tell you this, if you don't know your financial score and like you don't want to invest in like an accountant, you should always try and keep records of it because we had we've been saving since we opened, right? We made a good amount of money of just cash flow. And God forbid it ever happens to anybody, but we basically had to dip into a savings because we trusted this one company to promote us, which we were already promoting ourselves by Google, our website, etc., Instagram. My brother would do Facebook Live, this and that. But thank God we saved and we know how to how do you say that? How do you say that word? No, not invest. That's not the right word. Okay, don't mind me. I'm having a brain fart, but basically what I'm saying, like if we didn't know how to control our money, we'd be like not doing good. So
Not bad.
basically, we had to dip into our savings, not even our savings, just like a little money that we had put aside for us to like maybe shop for ourselves, whatever. Because the company decided to take an amount of money out of our account without us knowing. So thank God that we just put that money back in because it would have been like we wouldn't be able to do certain things we're doing now, right? So you never know. Just know what you're doing. Know what your financial score is. Your cash flow. I'm gonna call it cash flow because for a rainy day, it's not good. Because then what happens next? They dipped into our bank account. We had to put that money back, and then our bill came the same time in where
Mm.
we had a freaking we had to deal with the toilet. We had to fix something that was in the toilet. It was like a minor thing, but it was like $200 and something dollars. It's still like, that could have went to
It's
something
fat,
else.
like 200 and what, 30 something like that.
$230 something dollars. I'm not complaining about that because we needed it fixed,
Not yet,
whatever.
but what you want to know? Like, hmm,
You said
facts.
TMG high.
Um,
I mean, I don't think he's high yet. Well, I don't know. I was pretty busy put my
whatever, but
but anyways, like I was saying, like you gotta always save for a rainy day because I'm not just saying rainy day like for our household situation, but also for like the restaurant. You don't know what's gonna come up. You might accidentally have like our toilet was fine. It's just we didn't know that one little minor thing was not on right. So we had to get someone a professional to come deal with that. 230, 233 or something up for that. Which I'm not complaining because it's fixed. It was just a minor thing. Like our toilet, it was good. It worked. The toilet worked and all that. It's just one little minor thing that needed to be fixed. We didn't realize that because we're not plumbers. And next thing is like we also had to deal with the bills coming at the same time because we like to be on time with bills, like not just at the restaurant but at home too. So like I said, we're paying two different rents, so we got to know our financial score, like our cash flow. So I'm gonna go back to setting goals. So like I said, with keeping your prices at a reasonable price, it's good. But you gotta also know you're paying money for those items. Like for example, we know we're gonna pay for like if we get a bag of carrots, it'd be different than getting like a big jumbo carrot. Like with big jumbo carrots, like $1 something. Bag of carrots here, I think it's like depending where you go. Like we can basically pay for a jumbo carrot the same amount of like just the smaller carrots. Just like um the spring rolls, we know how much we're paying. So basically we gotta take that. We do gotta like watch how we price our menu, but we do know that for the carrots and cabbage for our coleslaw, it's not gonna really cost anything to make that, like, or to provide that. Because cabbage is like what, 98 cents a pound? Depending where you go.
Depends. All
Or it could
depends.
be $1, like, you know what I'm saying?
Or it could be 69 cents. I
Yeah,
don't know.
like, we know coleslaw is nothing to put on, like, to put in a dish with something. Cocoa bread, for example, butter here for, I think it's a brick. Depending where you go, you're paying like, seven
Seven.
7.99 to 8.99, depending where you go. Just like the cheesecake, I have to buy.
Have I ever seen a butter for $8.99?
No, like I'm just saying, like where you depend. I'm just giving examples, like listen.
I have the when I go to the wholesale.
Those freaking wholesale places.
Yeah, yeah.
Just like we gotta watch like oil. But anyways, we're gonna get off that topic because we know hiking prices are not good. Families don't like some families don't want to cook, but they don't want to always eat McDonald's or pizza or like
I always hitting up on pizza.
they don't want to always eat like the same shit over. Like I don't want to eat the same stuff over. Like. But like I'm saying, like some people can't afford certain things. Like you gotta look at it. They can afford McDonald's or like for their whole family. McDonald's might be cheap and fast food, but you're paying like if we were to order something right now, right, off of Skipper and anything, you're paying for all of us to order. So there's three of us because my daughter don't eat. Like she eats whatever we eat pretty much. But if we were to order three things off of like Skip off of McDonald's, we're paying probably roughly around $50. So we know when people come to our restaurant and they pay for a $20 meal or a $15 meal or like anything off our menu, they're gonna pay the same amount as they'd be paying for McDonald's because they're getting more portions. They're not gonna be hungry later after they eat it. Because I know if I were to go out right now and eat like a burger, I'm gonna be hungry again. If I go and cook myself or order from like our restaurant, for example, we order like if I went and ordered off the menu like chicken oxtail or jerk chicken, I'm not gonna be hungry later because there's gonna be more food for later. Like a lot of people tell us like when we get a lunch of anything of yours, even a shrimp linguine, they still have food for the next day. So McDonald's and pizza, yeah, you don't get full. You do get full in the moment, but don't lie. When you eat McDonald's, you get hungry again. Like I've experienced it, so I'm telling you what I've experienced. Like. So once again, people don't always want to cook, and they don't want to do like very expensive. They don't. They're trying to go like inexpensive. Like they're trying to go like we're not seeing what cheap people, but we're not like too pricey for what we're selling. You know what I'm saying? But like I was saying, yeah, people always want pizza and McDonald's, so we try to like give that portion, but also make it a reasonable price. That's one rule that you should always remember. Just try to keep your customers kind of happy, or even if it's not customers and you're selling a product, so if it's a hair or a clothing, or like try and make it reasonable price, especially in this time because it's like
Let's try to keep them satisfied.
it's a pandemic, it's a
Keep them
bitch.
coming back. Yeah. So you gotta do.
Yeah, also like for that too, like what I'm trying to say, also like oh you're gonna be high. So when you're setting your goal, make sure you know like your products. Like say like for example, we go to the meat market or um we have a thing called Nations. Like it's called Nations. I don't know if you guys have it there, but they have it all.
Yeah.
Like, it's called Nations. So basically, if we were to go to Nations or TNT Market, and they had their product for like their oxtail or their veggies for a certain price, and we go back and it's sky high and it keeps raising every time. We basically gotta risk that money, like risk that money of putting it towards the product because we don't want to switch the product because I don't like I like fresh product, like it has to be like the cabbage and carrot can't be all milled, like what do you call it? It can't be like you know what I mean? Like the carrot can't be rotten. Like you don't like that's the next thing we gotta watch out for. We gotta check out like updates on recalled items. Like I know recently they had like a recall for what was that what was that called? Lettuce, green
I don't know
lettuce.
about it. So this is what all of it. One
So
second.
we don't use lettuce, so okay, but people that are using lettuce for sandwiches, because we have a place on the street that do like Parmesan sandwiches and stuff. We don't use lettuce, so that's a good thing. But I remember them having a recall on that where I think it was like plastic and you get what's that shit called? Some what's that shit? I can't remember the freaking name of it. But you can get basically sick from it. So that's the next thing you gotta look at is like people that are recalling items because of certain things. Like there's something got contaminated kind of thing. Next thing is for goals. Like if you're a small business, like we were gonna open from Monday to Sunday, right? No, Monday close and then Tuesday to Sunday. But we know that if we were to open from 7 days a week or 6 days a week, it's gonna kill us. It's gonna like how do I say this? Like it's not like a vacation for us when we're off Sunday and Monday, but it's just like you need to basically take a little break. Like, 2 days is good for us because then we can pay bills on Monday, we can have family day on Sunday, like even after Saturday when we're done and close, we have that time to go home and relax and we wanna
Yeah,
watch a
yeah,
movie, stuff like that.
true.
Some
But
people say
let me talk about that. Not because you're making money and like what you said
you
earlier,
gotta hustle.
it's not all about getting rich. And shout out to the comment that says, I wish I had a mind back then. I wish I had a mindset like you and Miss TMG. Respect to that.
Trust me, I'm not gonna lie. Can I say one thing before you say it? My mindset was never like this. I have to you grow into it, you get mature and you grow into certain
What was
things.
I saying before you cut me off?
But you can go on.
What was I saying though?
You talk more like where I just said like take a break, like the 2 days
Yeah,
off is
like
good for us because
you ain't gotta be like, oh, I gotta be rich, or you just gotta do your own flow. You can't follow nobody's business. Your business, like what she said earlier, she said earlier on, have your own business plan. Know what your mindset is. You know what I mean? Ignore certain things. Certain things might be tempting to buy, or certain places might be tempted to go or spend a weekend or a couple of
you know
nights.
what you don't have to do it.
You gotta ignore that. You know what I mean? If you want something that you want, that you're gonna go get it. Like when I see Miss TMG, I'm like, yeah, I want her, so I'm gonna get her. you know, you know what I mean? So it's
You're
like
so stupid.
if you want, if you want something,
I'm done.
if you want something like that what you want, like a car that you love, or what I mean, a motorcycle. You set a goal on that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like
Real talk though about it. So real talk. No joke thing. So like you gotta go get it. Like you know what I mean? You got
oh, TMD set his goals on me alright.
you gotta go get it.
This
You see what
nigga
I'm
called me
saying?
before I even got home. I said,
And
what?
that's we're not talking
I'm
about
I'm
that.
just I'm just trying to be
That's my
funny.
game. That ain't
Shut
nobody's game.
up. Just trying to be funny,
So
okay? I'm trying to
yeah, so like you gotta you gotta get it. Like you gotta do
yeah,
everything. You gotta
that's
ignore certain things. And if like I grew up
that was
like
my talk.
I grew up in the island, like so certain things that we used to see back that like we said see back then, not like now, where I don't think Amazon can even go to Jamaica, but certain things I wanted, I see on TV, certain commercials, like certain toys, I couldn't get it. like, you know what I mean, that I'll imagine it. So, like, you know what I mean, you will either save for it, or you like, you know, you might end up saving up the money and not want it. You might end up saving up for something else. It's like, it's, you know what I mean? It's like, we done that a lot of times. We save for something, and then when we reach to it, we're like, no, we don't want to do it no more. We're gonna do this.
I know.
And then we put that money that we're supposed to use it on the top of the money that we were putting towards our goal, like, and that's facts, true, like, you know what I mean? Especially when you want to do what you want to do, like, you know. I was sick, like, I got sick of doing, like, going from people's place, like, you know, kitchens and shit, like, you know, going, doing stuff in my house, rushing it here, go to
I
here,
miss
rush it
my
here,
team.
from the gym to this place to go do it, like, you know, and then it's like, when I got in my own place and we did catering, it was way much more easier.
You good with the vacation talk?
And yeah, that was, but you gotta set yourself a goal, man.
Yeah,
Real
like
talk.
this. Yeah,
Like,
you
even
do.
when you're in the, you know, by this, you should know this too. Because you said, you know, you wasn't like in the bad man place, right? But you gotta know, but even at the end of the like your bad man era, or everybody's bad man era, it's got like something they gotta set for themselves. Like, you know what I mean? Like, some might invest their money into, like, you know, something like a building, you know, construction. Some people might, you know, buy something, like, you know what I mean, and just like, you know, or I don't know,
Don't be.
you know what I mean? I don't know.
I swear to God.
I don't know what people do, but I'm just saying, like, yeah, like, you know, you
Yeah,
go, you, yeah, you grew up in, like, you know, because they always tell you, like, you know, they always say to you, they always say, you know, oh, you could do whatever. In Jamaica, they always say that you could make all that money, you could save. You could make all that money, you could drive the fast car, you could save. But what you gonna do? You know, you have to save for a rainy day, or, you know, you know what I mean? Or you just gonna, like, even when you're working, you got a big job. They tell you save. Don't just spend all your money on girls or clubs and all that stuff.
mhm.
Yes, you're supposed to have your, like, you know, but you're not supposed to do all none of that, like, all the time on a regular basis, like a waste man. But
Like
anyways,
for example, my brother, right? He's the youngest. He's the youngest one. He just turned 20. He does not give a fuck. He saves his money. Like
but
he wanted a car by the time he was 20. Did he not go buy him a
set a
car?
goal.
And he got it tuned up and everything.
You
I
set a
said,
goal. You
boy,
set a goal. That's what
he's like me. I'm a Leo. He's a Leo. So
you
like
gotta
he
set a
sets
goal
his
for
goal.
yourself.
That's
And
all you have to
not
do.
even that. When you set your goal for yourself,
That boy
you
was
gotta
not
make sure you
joking.
have smart people around. You gotta make sure you have smart people around you. You know what I
hmm
mean? A smart woman, like, you know, a smart woman, like, or even, you know what I mean, anybody, like, anything, a smart man, smart woman, like, you know what I mean.
True.
Just both of y'all have to be on board of what y'all want to do, and you know, you know what I mean. And y'all running the business, what we do, we don't overcome no obstacle of ours. Like, when I mean like that, I don't try to go over, step on her ideas. She don't step on my ideas. I like, you know what I mean? Or just like, all right, we're gonna use this, or we find a way to make both of them ideas work. That's why it's called Team Chef Life Caribbean Feud.
Yeah, if you guys want to know why we called it that, because we're a team. Like, we're a team. We do everything as a team. Even if
So
I don't agree with something, it's still like, I still
having
do.
doing all
Like,
that's you know, that's a lot of goals I just said right there. But you gotta have, like, you gotta be smart about it, man. You gotta be
mhm.
smart about it. You gotta ignore a lot of stuff. You gotta, you know what I mean? You know, you can't say you gotta be on social media, but you gotta ignore a lot of stuff because you might see something, you might want it. You got it. But if you get it for cheap, don't say, oh yeah, you get it. But if you get it for that price or a different price, you know what I mean? We like to look, we get good stuff, like, you know, good looking stuff or whatever. But we try to price match. We'll go here, we'll go here. If guests have it for this price, we might go to Hudson Bay and see what they got in their guest store.
Scary place.
Or, you know, we might go, like, you know, uh
Well,
might
yeah.
I might go to a next store, a shoe store, but then I might go to Foot Locker because Foot Locker might go to have it cheaper. I might go to Champ because Champ might have it, like, you know. That's how we work. Like,
And now let's move
we
on
don't
to something that.
yeah.
So, next thing is this is for improving in your business, or even if you just open a business or you want to open a business, you can use this idea too.
hmm
So be creative. and stay focused. So when I mean like be creative, like we did, like we came up with like Caribbean fusion, so we mixed it. That's being creative. We mixed Italian, Canadian, and Jamaican mix, right? That's being creative. What else can I say? Stay, like, just be creative with stuff. Like even if you have a logo, design of clothing, or even a hat, a hair product, be creative with your logo, or be creative with say like for a hair product. No, let's go for lotion. Like say like you did a lotion, right? And you notice like everybody else has like similar ideas of like, for example, they use what's it called, aloe or coconut, or like come up with something,
Hmm.
you know, come up with something different that people don't have already. So we came up with something different because we know people don't have jerk chicken pasta. We definitely know people don't have shrimp linguine. We maybe we go to Italian place or like but which a lot of people like in our community we have different types of Caribbean people. We have Muslim, we have Caucasian, Italian, stuff like that. So we know for a fact in that community we don't have certain restaurants that are serving that kind of food, our food. So we came up with creative ideas. No one has jerk egg rolls around here, like stuff like that, and then also stay focused. So like stay focused on like you're not only like home, like you gotta always make sure your home comes first also, but your restaurant also is there too,
Yeah.
but or your company is there too, but you gotta always stay focused on certain things because if you don't stay focused, you're just gonna just drop. Like you're just not gonna make it too far. But my thing is also prepare to make sacrifices. And no, I'm not saying like sacrifice like your life, like your soul. I'm talking about like,
Leave
for
certain
example,
things alone.
man, let me talk.
Ooh.
You right there. I can just come over there and get you. You know what I'm saying? I just, I'm not gonna bring that up. But sacrifice for us. Whew, even if it's a small business and we're doing catering and stuff before, we had to sacrifice like, for example, we had to make sure home, like I said, your home is important because that's your family. You gotta make sure you stay connected. Like for example, we take turns up the restaurant. Some days I'm home more because I have to deal with my daughter, our daughter who's 15 months, and her son that's 10 years old. He's in e-learn, so that's a that's a sacrifice. Ooh,
I
definitely.
bet.
I'm joking. Please don't go out, please.
What the hell is wrong with you?
No, it just blinked, babe. Remember last time the power went out? That's the next thing, like sacrifice. We had to sacrifice the time that I was pregnant, right? I had we had my daughter who's 15 months. Like basically, we don't want to separate ourselves from home and restaurant. You know what I'm saying? We wanted to make sure we are good. Like we're not. There's no when he comes home or I come home arguments. Like that's a sacrifice we gotta make too. Like with family wise, I don't even know if I explained it right because the liquor. No, I'm joking. But
Well,
like you gotta make
you sipping?
you gotta prepare for sacrifices. Like for example, we were opening up a business and I found out that I was pregnant, right? So we had to basically sacrifice certain things. Like for example, um,
Yo, she
how do I say
funny dog.
this? Oh my gosh, how do I say this?
Yo, she funny my G. Trust me.
Like for example, like a newborn and just opening up a restaurant is like a big movement, like big movement because you gotta make sure you're like she was a newborn, so like she was just born, and we basically were just opening, right, kind of thing. Like she went, well, wait, we just okay. We had to basically put aside some stuff, so we had to make sacrifice to make sure not only my our baby was good, but like I was good too because like pregnant women are just like fuck.
Yeah, they switch their appetite all the time. They eat different things.
Yeah, like I was having
So
really,
anything that she wanted, I would have to get it. Like, you know
but
what I
that's the
mean?
thing with me with my son. I didn't have bad
That was
news.
even I wouldn't say that was even we had to do nothing really there. Just that we already have everything, you know?
No, I
Like,
mean like for example, like you know how we had to get the architect work done.
yeah, yeah,
So like when you were at the restaurant doing like
yeah, yeah.
renovations, I had to go. go to the place, get the
Oh
stuff,
yeah, yeah,
stuff
yeah,
like
yeah,
that.
yeah,
Like,
yeah,
that's what I'm
yeah.
trying to. It's
I
a like
forgot
I'm
about
sorry,
that.
people. It kind of like I'm good, but I'm
I
just
forgot
trying to like
about that.
say it without saying like what you're trying to say this and that. No, I'm just saying like that's the next thing we had it. We had our baby, our daughter during the pandemic. Like that's the next thing we had to make sure we were. I don't know how to, but just opening up a restaurant, period, like a small restaurant, a big restaurant, it's tough. I'm not gonna lie, it's very tough. And if you come to thinking it's gonna be easier to open up anything, it's not easy. Trust me, it's not the easiest thing in the world. Just because you have the money for it, it's not easy. You deal with a lot of shit. You
Yeah.
deal with a lot of shit.
Okay, so catering was like we thought it was gonna be easy because all we had to do at first we're doing catering.
Yeah,
So we're
like
like,
we open that day, we do catering. We
so
thought
we're like,
that's why we
yeah,
got it easy.
it's gonna be easy because we are, you know what I mean? We're already cruising. People are coming picking up their food. We're like, yeah, bro. We're like to each other. We're looking at each other. We're like, yeah,
Right, nothing's easy.
yeah. I mean, so we're like, yeah, we're gonna do this, like because. But then when we were like, okay, all these new permits and these new
Yes.
friggin' zoning. We're like, whoa, whoa, whoa. We had the
We
place, we
never
had the
knew that.
zoning, but they take a long. Because we weren't supposed to do that first, but we did that first for some. I don't know why we did that first.
No, we did. You have to do the zoning. The zoning is always the first thing you have to do because
Shut up,
yeah, well, for that
shut up,
easy.
boy. I'm
You're
taking
fired.
that.
No joking. But you have to do a zoning because in our city they want to make sure like for us we open up a restaurant, so they want to make sure where our location is, we can actually do a restaurant. Like put like the hood up. If we were to go to a place where like there was an apartment building above our, if we were to go to a place where there was an
It's
apartment
man,
building,
but my
hey,
nigga.
hush, man.
Uh-huh.
Sheesh.
Alright. I pressed the red button.
If you ever ended my stream, we're gonna beef. You won't get shit for a week. No, it's not. But like for example, we have to do zoning because they're like, hey, stop. You
This is
fucking
this
get
is
up,
a this is
man.
a this is a
We're gonna see the
this is a
beef.
business idea. Why are you talking sexual talk?
No, I don't care. I'm gonna keep it, but anyways. For zoning, for example, I'm gonna use this for example. So we looked at a place that had it was a beautiful place, like tall, everything. Like it was so nice. The floors were nice, everything. But the only problem was is that we'd have to put a kitchen in the basement. So
Oh
the
no.
zoning didn't go well with that. They're saying hell no, because where you gonna put the hood for your food to go out, you'd have to put it throughout the door, the window, which there is no windows.
Beside the safety door.
But anyway, so we had to go for a zone, and then the zoning was not. That was just for clothing or like retail store,
Mhm.
or like if you're gonna maybe even a salon, probably because there's all like what do you call it? We'd be doing the dishes upstairs pretty much. That was just weird. I didn't like that. It was
Mhm.
a beautiful place, don't get me wrong, but zoning is for a reason. Like we couldn't go to a place that just had we can probably do like a hair salon because they have like access to dish. Like we could put a dishwasher or a dish sink or
Or a little
stuff
convenience
like
store.
that. But we couldn't go to a clothing store that had, especially that had a building above them, like units, like people living above them, because we couldn't go there because the zoning wouldn't approve that. First of all, because we would have to put ventilation through the upstairs, right, or out, have it going out somewhere, like the windows or whatever. But this guy, he always have that. But yeah, like zoning is very important. So my next one is
Ooh, thirsty.
what? What do you
My
say?
my throat. I'm thirsty.
You see, karma's a bitch. So I'm gonna go back to talking about improving your business. Yeah, I'm joking. You got a problem. So provide great service, right? We already do that. Like we basically, our food is good. We're very like we basically in our plan we said we treat people how they would treat us. We have a level of extent where say like a customer came in and they're just like talking shit. That's something different. But if they try and like, come at us in a certain way, like they're gonna do us something, then we have all the rights to treat them like that. like how they're treating us, kind of thing. But like, just provide great
About
service. Like,
violence again.
what?
This is a cooking topic. Business ideas, not violence.
You're talking about your business ideas. I'm just talking about you.
I'm playing. I'm just see.
I told you
I'm
when we
trying,
came on here. I told TMG, yes, we're going to talk about business ideas
I'm
for
trying to be funny like you.
2022. But we're also going to talk about. We're going to give people ideas of how to improve their business, or even if they don't have a business, they still can take some ideas for when they do open up their business or company, right? So stay organized too. That's the next thing. Complete tasks that are needed to be done. Like say, like we needed to little things like, oh, we need to go get this paid or we need to go do this. Complete those tasks, get them done and over with. For example, even if it's just a task where we have to prep for the next day, get it done. Like make a checklist of things you need to get done or do and get it done kind of thing. Stay organized. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. Keep
Um,
your water and fucking heat and internet going.
what you say?
Yeah, that's the one thing you gotta keep up on too.
What?
Because some people will get a
I can't hear
business.
you. You're too high.
Some people will get a business and think, oh, yeah, I'm gonna do it like my regular home. I'm just not gonna pay this week. I'm not gonna do this week. No, you gotta do that. You gotta keep up on your bills.
You're just so high.
You know what I mean? You gotta make sure, whew, yeah, can't chicken out. You gotta be tough. You gotta be
Also,
mindset's gotta be man.
you're just high, man.
Mm-hmm.
Also, always keep your detailed records. Like this will allow you to know where your business stands, like financially. So like for example, we keep our bills that we pay. We keep anything that we buy from anywhere. Like it doesn't even matter if we go to the corner store or there's a place called Bulk Farm where you can get like all different like stuff for making cakes to stuff that um what do you call it? Stuff that makes cakes. You can get chocolate, candy, like stuff like that. Save all your receipts because that will show you like where you're spending in your financial.
Okay.
Like
What you
we like TMG. It doesn't even matter. We go to the dollar store to get freaking
napkins.
napkins or like even
Food.
the wholesale. We
I'm
keep
saving that receipt. I could have bought a fucking $1.99 soap. I'm saving the receipt.
that.
Yeah. Talk to me.
Okay, let's go, Ben. Talk
Like I
about
said, you
the
gotta
idea.
know. You gotta those things are what people don't do. Like
Yeah, they just throw
they
it
don't
away
keep
for the dollar.
receipts. Like especially when it comes to your business, you gotta keep receipts. Just know I gotta put them in a whole. I gotta get a bag or a box for them. A box, like a smaller the box. Hey, you gotta stack up your when it comes to your business. You gotta stack up your receipts like you stack your cash.
Because once you go
You
and
know what I mean? So just in case the government trying to run in on you and trying to even like, you know, oh, you never did this. Yeah, everything I bought, this receipts right there.
that's the next thing we
It's
start
for my
paying
business.
taxes,
You gotta
right?
give me my money back. This is for my business.
We start paying the taxes, right? You're gonna get back what you paid for. It don't matter what it is.
Right. So
Yeah. So let's move on to the business ideas for 2022. So we are thinking, like he said, get out there more, like with events.
hmm
I was thinking like with the lady, I want to do like from like that, not like a what do you call it? Like promote her, but also you
that's
know, not partnership, but like um, she brings we go there, pick it up where she comes, and we just pay for it right there, kind of thing. But I also was thinking like we were talking about menu changes. So for example, like we might take some things off, put some things on, switch it up a bit, maybe like switch the whole thing up, or we might take off something that we notice is not really selling, which is kind of hard right now because everything's just selling at once kind of thing. Like one day we'll have like people want shrimp linguine, and then the next day the same thing, but they also want their oxtail, or they want their jerk, or they want their jerk chicken pasta,
or
curry shrimp,
the Tuesday.
like the Tuesday
Today
special.
was whoa. Today was a busy day. Everybody wanted fried chicken because
I
it's a
know.
special.
And they came back too. TMG's like, come back in 30
Mm.
minutes or so. They still came back and They basically paid for it and came back in 30 minutes for their friggin'
So,
their food, like,
so like you want customers like that that are be like, and they also pre-order a cheesecake,
Yeah, so
an
I don't
8-inch
know that.
cheesecake. So that's you gotta make that. You gotta
The
go.
person wants a blueberry cheesecake, and he said that he heard about my cheesecake.
So that's
Like I
why.
said, around the corner, like a block away, I think, street light away. There's somebody that's selling cheesecakes for like $8 a slice. Me personally, I'm only selling it for $5 a slice because I did have cheesecake with a scoop of ice cream, which was selling for $7. I just took the ice cream off and sold it for $5 because I think it's reasonable and it's nice. Everybody likes the taste of it, and I don't think because the ice cream would melt probably before it got to the people. I didn't like that idea. I always was like tripping, like, oh my god, I hope it didn't melt.
Mhm.
But people that bought it said they liked it how it melted. Like it wasn't melted, but they could just scoop their cheesecake into the ice cream. And the crust part, it was like nice punch to it. Like you can basically it's I don't know, I just like the idea. Like my son actually came up with the ice cream at the side kind of thing. Even though he doesn't mess with cheesecake, he still came up with that ice cream at the side because he's a kid, right? But I took it off because I think it's just better with just the cheesecake itself, and people like the taste of it. So he ordered. He wanted just an 8-inch, so he only TMZ charged him what $40 because I said 35 and up depending on the size of the cheesecake. But basically, he wants blueberry, so that's the next way we're like getting out there. More people are hearing us from other people. It's funny because the same place that we wanted to rent from, they basically didn't want to take us because I think they were scared of the next place being in the area, being a Caribbean place. They didn't want the competition kind of thing. So okay, we said okay, that's cool, we get it. So now they're coming to us trying to see what our menu's like, and these are the same people that you know kind of like we kind of said no because we're scared. But that's the next thing people should not do,
But that
especially.
goes, sorry to cut you off, but that goes back to what she was saying. What we're trying to do for the 2022 is, you know, ideas. Because was it a week ago you put pre-order cheesecake on the glass
Yeah, put that up in the window.
in the window? So yeah, and then like look, there you go. Somebody, like stuff like that. It matters. People walk by. They might not want to do it today, tomorrow. You know what I mean? A week from now. But I guarantee in a month or maybe in the next 2 weeks they'll be calling you like, "Yo, can I pre-order myself a cheesecake if your food is good? Because your food's already good, and that's like the icing on top of the cake. Your food's already good, so why not just try the cheesecake too, right?
It's like
So,
a dessert.
hmm so that's like big right there, bonus, and like you just gotta say like I let her deal with the cheesecake because I want it the same way all the time. Like I try to do the bread by myself, but I don't know. I'm not
Speaking of
like
the cocoa
I'm
bread,
not
how did it
master.
come out?
Very good, very good.
Yeah,
So
you
like
had some. Yeah,
she
but
like you know like yeah, that's my little thing right there. Sometime I'll be like yeah, perfect, and then I got my time where yeah, baking for me is not like cooking. I'm gonna get it on point all the time. Baking is just like yeah, I might hit it, then I might miss it, and then I go again and I miss, and then I hit. It's crazy.
next thing we're gonna talk about is our hours. So we're gonna keep from Tuesday to Saturday, but I think on the Tuesday to Friday we're gonna open until 7:30. Is that what you said? 7:30 or
Yeah, but that's
7:30?
like
Maybe Friday
that's like
7:30.
one of the ideas that we have um coming up. Not like yet, like that's like in the summertime.
Or like the hours of
Yeah, the hours.
operation.
Yeah.
Because like you said, like we just mentioned, like the two
But I
days
never
is
try to
good
make
for.
sure like my employee or a training employee, like what I mean.
Yeah, that's the next thing we're gonna probably be talking about with people working for us. Like um, we gotta make sure that you know they don't have to have full experience because everybody that comes in the kitchen might have a different experience in certain areas of the kitchen. Like people might have experience. I've known people that have like 10 years plus of just dishes. Like they were so pro at it. You want certain things like that, but you can get people that are pro at the kitchen, like
Much respect, Baddest. Much respect.
you can get people that are pro at like professional at prepping, just prepping. What else? The cashier. They might have experience of like a retail place, or they've already worked at like McDonald's or so at cashier. You might get people that are professional at like just prep itself. They know how to use the knife. You know, we're gonna probably look for someone that is basically good at prepping, but also maybe running cash. I don't know yet. With that, what do you think?
Um, just I wouldn't say a prep. Let's see, a prep. I'm thinking a bus girl or a bus boy and a slash cash register or like what you
We don't
said.
need a bus boy or bus
No,
girl.
but yeah, they could also if they're gonna be there and not like like say for instance, like you know something went out and they gotta put all that stuff. They might just leave it. Not like me and you where we're just as we go, you know. Once we're done, like might have like a 20-minute rush, and then me and you as soon as we're done, even during the rush, we're trying to get clean stuff. They might not do that. They might just leave it and pile up more on top of it. We gotta like, you see what I'm saying?
Yeah, but a bus boy and a bus girl are for like
Yeah, but and do the cash
collecting.
register at the same
We're
time,
not sit down though.
huh?
Not sit down. They're
I
like
know, but
collecting
they
dishes.
could. But all right, okay. You want to get like a dishwasher? Yeah, you're right. I mean, like, oh yeah, you're right. What am I
No, they're
talking
not.
about?
They're not. You not understand what I'm saying? Like they're only for like to collect the
Oh,
people's dishes and that.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
You
yeah, yeah. You're right.
know?
You're right. You're
You
right. I know
high.
what you're talking about. Yeah, I am high on that one.
Like I
Yeah,
was
listen.
thinking, you came up with a good idea though, because you had someone that was like that. You can have them collect. You know,
Or you
come
could have like
to
a
the area.
dishwasher, a
I don't
dishwasher.
think people are gonna want to do that
Um, okay, okay. Well, we'll have like a pantry, like not a pantry, like a prep. Yeah,
though. Yeah,
a
they
prep.
can do it.
Yeah,
Going over what we need or what we like, what we have, what we don't have, and make a list of things we need. And they can also just organize certain things like they can make a prep list.
but prep cookers is also requiring cooking rice, potatoes, bacon. Because the prep cook has to put that in the oven, all that stuff. Whatever we have on the dish, like say we got like what, even with the like with the cocoa bread, they
Mm-hmm.
have to take that out of the oven too. So yeah, that's gonna be like not a challenge, but we'll get we'll get we'll figure it out.
And that'll be like in the future, because I don't really want to. I'm not saying I don't trust people. I'm just saying like I don't want people like you said to come in, get the float, and then take our ideas and run. Because I've had people tell me like you gotta watch for certain people because they've had a business for 20 years and the people worked for them for so long, made their money, and then now they have their own, business selling the same kind of food.
Mm.
So I think with prep, that's the best thing they can do right now. Is just prep wise, get paid their 15, whatever it is an hour. They come do prep. They kind of get hang of the kitchen kind of thing, and then we'll see how they are. Like you gotta really For me, it's gonna have to be a couple of years or so before like they can like do my cocoa bread or I don't want them taking my cocoa bread recipe and trying to like do it themselves.
But
That's just
for
not.
me though, I would like yeah, for me I will hire somebody part time,
Hmm.
like for like just for me like easy like just to cook like like yeah like just making food fusion stuff I'll deal with it. And then what else? Just like so we could like all right. This person will be here this to a certain time. He comes in, he might have to cook like an oxtail, with, with our recipe, a jerk,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? A fried chicken, curry goat. I mean, a curry chicken, whatever we have on the day.
I know
Uh,
you said.
and yeah, so we let him deal with that. But I would, like I said, I want like somebody like, because I like to keep, and you know this, you like to keep taste on top. Certain people don't really give, like,
You like that flavor, like they
give,
don't.
give immigrant people a job. Like, you see black people, like, you go to an Indian person or a Chinese person, and then you run up into somebody in the restaurant and speak no English, but they serving you good food, they cooking you good food. Like, you know what I mean? Us black people, we need to start doing that. Like, you know what I mean? I think with, like, for me, I was always, and I've been told you this before too. Like, I want to hire somebody like, like, with a raw, like, strong yard accent. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? That we know that, we know the person could cook. They know what it tastes from. Like, they could tell you what taste, whatever. If something is missing to make it better, they could tell you, they could add it. If you taste it, it's cool. And that's always, like, you know what I mean? Why I say that with Jamaicans, it's always like that. They'll be like, yeah, man, the food tastes good, but you know what? We can't add this and da, and then you can't taste it. And if they want it that way, they'll be like, all right, then we'll leave it your way, big man. But if you're cooking like, you're gonna hire like, say for like an Italian chef. That's why there are always so much chefs. Because remember you work in a lot of places. Like, they always come and go because they always want to do things their way. If a
Mm-hmm.
Jamaican person that's coming from Jamaica, or like, that's been here for like a couple of years ago, they don't want to do that. They just want to make their money and, make sure people come buy the food and the food tastes good. You know what I mean? And they'll take it home, break it down. But with those, right. So you know what I mean? um, yeah, that's like that's one of my plans. Like, we could do that, and you could let me know, like, but it has to be somebody like that, because that would be more like, oh yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking, I was saying like we should do. I want to start doing digital stuff, like, because I know a lot of people order off of the Skip and the Uber and DoorDash. I want to do like digital where we can do like a newsletter, like I said last time, like a digital um, newsletter kind of thing, like where we're promoting, like even with this video, like we can basically send a link to the people digital, and they can click on it and watch it, kind of thing. Or we can give updates on our menu changes. We can also give them like 50% off on this, 50% off on that.
50% off.
No, I mean, like, I'm just using an example. Obviously, like 5, 10, 15. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
15%, 20%. Even with those, like, I want to start doing gift cards, like, where people, they love the food so much, they can give
Like
their
5%.
family members a gift card where they get,
5% gift card.
no,
Or shit like that.
they pay for the gift card. They, if it's $50, they pay for that. Like, it's not percent stuff. I mean, like, a gift card. Like, they pay the $50. You give them the $50 gift card, and they can come and purchase food with it. Like, $20 oxtail and something else. Like, or what I'm saying? Stuff like that. I want to also.
But that gift card would only be for that one, you know, for that one food, right? Not like,
Gift card is for anything on the menu.
uh,
Yes, that's how it works. You give them, they pay the $50 or the $100 or whatever they're getting. It's just like if we were to buy a gift card from Foot Locker. You buy a $50 gift card from Foot Locker, $100 gift card. Listen to me.
I'm
I'm not
listening.
being
I'm
fake.
listening. I'm listening. Let me light up on this one though. I'm listening. 50% for everything on the menu.
Not 50% off, man. Gift card. Listen, anybody can agree with me now. Say like we went to Foot Locker and we bought a $100 gift card for Shaquan.
Crack your door a little bit.
I swear to God, I'm gonna hurt you. You can't get up and open the door. You can't get out open the door and smoke right here. How about that? Bring your
Okay, I'm
camera.
listening to you.
Anyways, it's just like when we buy gift cards from an EB Games or a freaking football, football, Foot
Foot
Locker.
Locker.
You pay for it. Like they're paying the $50 or the $100. You give them the gift card. They give it to someone as a Christmas present or part of a Christmas present. They come and they have the gift card and they purchase what they want. And they whatever they feel like they purchase a $20 meal, they still like have $20 or so on it. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's a gift card. That's what I'm trying to tell you. You get high. You don't even like get out of that shit.
I know what you say.
No, you're talking about 50% off. I don't. That was
I'm not talking 50% off. I think the 10% off or the
okay. There's a
5% off.
difference between gift card and freaking the percentage.
I know gift cards. I know, but I'm just saying we could just give that instead of giving gift cards.
But I'm saying for the future, don't you want to give gift cards out? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Well, I sell that. That's like that would be like for something you
they
buy
still
on.
pay for the gift. Like, they're still paying for the $50 or like you're still making the money back. Just it's already paid. It doesn't make sense. I don't know what to say to you because you must be high or drunk or something.
I get it.
Mm-mm. You're not getting me. I'm just saying, like, if someone came in with a gift card, they already paid us that money. So now they're just getting a food.
I'm thinking percentage off or coupon, like or something like that with your food.
I'm saying for the future, like not for now or in 5 months or 6 months or in a year. Like you may be here. I'm just saying, like I want to start doing stuff like that. Do you get me now? We can do the percentage off first. The big ass suck. I also want to do like I want to do like more digital marketing kind of thing, like promoting our stuff digital. I can't digitally.
Right.
But you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Let's see.
You want to add anything?
Like.
Oh, and that's.
I think that's yeah, but you're gonna have to have constantly we're gonna do that.
What do you say?
We're gonna have to be on it like every day if we want to do more of that, more digital marketing.
That's for the future. That's for 2022, right? Not for now.
Which is right around the corner.
Yeah, but that doesn't have to be like great January. That can be like August.
We're starting now.
September. Like that can be November this time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we're starting now. So.
You're starting now.
Yeah.
Well, right after New Year's.
This is one of the plan. This is seriously.
Shut up with your big nose. Get out here with that shit.
It's seriously, this is one of the plan. Right.
Whatever.
It's one of the plan.
I also want to do I want to start taking I also want to take pictures, get a professional photographer and just have them take our pictures. We know there's someone that works at the store there. He does it for free, but it's not really free because they're gonna be taking this is a different. Earlier I mentioned I want someone from that can do our market or promote us from taking a picture of our food, writing a description about our food, come try this. But this is something different. For example, for our menus or for if we want to put something on our website or Google, right? I want someone to actually take the picture, using their graphic stuff. Because we personally love that our pictures are natural. We take it, you can tell because, for example, the one picture we have a glass table as the background. You can see one of us touched it. Probably was me. I like to touch a lot, so you can tell the glass. We didn't edit it, but we didn't use no filter for our pictures. And that's the same as the pictures we have on our menu at the restaurant. The what do you call it? The glass menu thing we have, the light up one. All of our pictures are natural with no filter or nothing. Even when I take it, I don't use filter. But I think our next thing is to use a professional photographer so they can take a nice picture and promote it even more. Because it's not like they're gonna be using too much filter because our food looks really tasty already. They're probably just gonna make maybe dimmer the light a bit, or you know, to like
Like,
make the light brighter. I don't know, like stuff
yeah,
like
work on an ad too.
yeah.
Mm.
No more make money. Canada, big up to America's.
Yeah, much respect by this. I appreciate that. So long time we've been doing this. We've been like, we started cooking on the social media back when I had you screen.
I was thinking about sorry to cut you off, babe. I want to do like a commercial. No, it's
Yeah,
like
something like that.
I want to do like where we have a customer. I can even act like I'm a customer.
30 seconds.
And we have a customer come in our place and basically you cook the food right on the spot and then you come in we'll have the camera come in and see the food being cut, like cooked and stuff and prepped. I want to do like a commercial where like the customer comes in, and basically they see the whole idea of what we're how do you say it? Oh, much love to you too, much respect. Um, basically, no, see, no, I see this. Basically, what I'm saying, I want people to I want a commercial where it exposes more about us too, because people see we're nice, cool people until you piss us off, kind of thing. But for business wise, I want to do a commercial where the customer comes in, orders whatever, and then they see what they ordered, we're cooking in front of them as fresh, kind of thing. They take it, go, kind of thing.
Okay.
What's that one commercial? There, great. Or something like that, where even if it's where
You say you're great, a tiger commercial.
just being funny. But even if they do like a commercial where they see us prepping the food and then cooking the food, I want something like that. And don't be taking my ideas. Don't be taking my ideas when I say that. I'm doing a commercial like that. But I might switch it up because I just gave up my commercial idea. So, something like that. What else? Do you got anything? I can go on and on and on.
I got the person just the mindset for that commercial. And you already trained for it, so.
What are you saying?
So I got the person already for that commercial.
Who?
Huh?
What?
I mean who? And he already trained for it, so I already know once he get a good script and he can read it and he'll be good, ready to go.
Who, your son?
Just laughing.
He's doing scripts and shit, but no, I don't want listening. I want
excuse me? Yeah.
Listen, I want an actual customer. I'm gonna be someone. I swear. I'm gonna get someone that
You
comes
gotta give
in.
him a shine too, yeah.
No, but that's for something different. He's gonna be for in the summertime when we have more kids combos come out. He's gonna be a kid that comes in and said, "Yo, I want this kids combo. I want two of them. One for me, and my friend." Kind of thing. No, I'm just playing. I'm just being funny at the same time, but what I'm saying. We're gonna have kids in the commercial, but I want the first commercial I want is an actual real customer that comes in and orders. For example, the one guy that comes get the curry. He comes in and he orders it and he sees us prepping it. And then he sees us making the food and then we'll cut it, we'll have him waiting for a sec. We'll cut that waiting part because it's gonna take a little bit longer than we don't want a commercial too long because people do not like commercials that are so long because commercials are just so boring too, right? So
it could be it could be a short video,
yeah,
15 seconds.
15 seconds. You could do that because you have the customer come in, order it. You show them come in, right? That's 2 seconds. They come in, then you show 5 seconds or 10 seconds of prep, and then you show Sorry. You show like 20 seconds or 10 seconds of, cooking the food, and then 5 seconds of giving the food, So, but I don't wouldn't make it like, if it's a commercial like that, I wouldn't make it like so short. Because then the
Like
food,
20
food does
seconds.
not take 10 seconds to cook, okay?
But it's
But I'll do like 30
it's
seconds.
not gonna be a commercial like that. What's wrong with you?
It's
It's
gonna be
not.
like a 30-second commercial, though. Yeah,
I'm telling you.
yeah, I'm the boss. Why is this looking like that? Like, what the fuck? You do my camera.
Anyways, um, it's gonna be a 20-second commercial because everything that you could break down.
Oh, that came back in my head. So I want to switch something up too.
No,
I
no,
want
no,
to.
no, 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 no. We're talking about a commercial
No, I'm talking about
because I know you're
the
trying
business
to. I
plan.
notice you're
I'm
trying to
talking
switch.
about
I
2020.
notice you're trying to switch the commercial.
Okay, we'll talk about commercial. I might have to write this
We
down.
are going in 20 seconds. It's just like a short video. 20 seconds is perfect. 30 seconds ain't gonna. Trust me, you could bring someone walking and come in. The food's already open. All you gotta do is see the food, like whatever, 1 shot or a 2 second of it, like flipping or something like say the shrimp linguine. You could just put that for like 2 seconds. That's like cooked like in like less than 10 minutes because
Okay,
it's shrimp.
listen. 2
So
seconds, a customer comes in, orders, right? They come in, they order, and then we'll do like a clip where 10 seconds of talking something, and then the rest can be just cooking, and then we gotta like cut some of that part out and then put the food being done and give it to the customer, right? Yeah.
okay,
The next thing we're gonna put on our thing is
I'm.
debit machines.
Let me tell you something. Though.
What?
We could give the ideas and the pictures, the photos, and what we gonna do and what we want, who wants
So
to
they
do it.
might change.
They're the one who's gonna be doing how what's best. You want them to do that. You don't want to tell them what to do. Just like us, if we're doing a catering for somebody, and we know they order they order that jack egg roll, and they're like, oh, could you do the jack egg roll but not no spice and not this, and could you make it like that? You know what I mean? Some people.
Well, yeah, obviously we're gonna have a commercial where it's what they're gonna order is what they want.
No, you mean like they're gonna do it their way.
Oh, they come in and talk
Yeah,
to.
yeah. Like we'll tell them the ideas, what we want.
Obviously, we're not gonna tell them what to come in and say.
No,
Like,
what you're saying,
we're
this is
not
what we want. We
customer
want
portal.
them we want them to give them their ideas or insight, what is best for this small business. I'll be the best. You
Can
don't
I
want them.
talk? Can I talk?
Okay, here we go.
I want to talk about
Let's go.
something before it slips my mind.
Let's
I
go.
think for the 2022, also we can kind of maybe the pasta we can do it gluten free.
Gluten free.
It's gonna taste the same shit as regular pasta, babe. Because there's a lot of gluten free people out there, You get what I'm saying, or no? You don't get what I'm saying. And maybe we can do one vegan or vegetarian dish that isn't really like no.
I think we should. Yeah. Gluten free. We'll talk about that. That's the next one
There's
we'll talk about.
vegetarians out there and vegan people.
I think we should take out the chicken parm and put
The chicken parm.
the shrimp and salmon because that's selling more than that.
So wait, you want to take out the chicken parm, right? And watch you go take that off when people ask for it.
That's their problem. I'll put it on the catering.
I think I wanted, but didn't I tell you wanted to take it off?
I was gonna put on the catering list.
You see, you're on camera right now. I can go back and show you that. You just said you want to take off chicken parm, and I've been telling you want to take that shit off. Yeah. Thank you for telling me that. Because now I have you on camera. You can't go delete shit.
I swear, somebody order tomorrow, I'm gonna be cheated.
you talked about it.
What's the next thing that you like? Like next idea.
I wanted to add like side of veggies. Like for example, you see how we always have peppers and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You see that the picture that you have when you go on pause, right?
Mm-hmm.
just veggies, like pure veggies, like the green. Like even if no, I wouldn't put green onions in it, but like no, I would because like with the veggies you can do
I know exactly what you were looking for.
all the what do you call it? You can saute the peppers, you know. You can even make it spicy if they wanted to. Just add a little scotch bonnet kind of thing. Just a little bit, like, you know. I
Yeah,
want
so
to do like a side of veggies,
all right, so this is what I'm thinking.
cherry tomatoes.
This is what I'm thinking you're trying to say. Some stir fry veggies. We already have the soy sauce. We already have the olive oil.
Yeah,
We already have sesame seed.
but I'm not saying like a stir fry. Like I'm just saying like a side of veggies kind
Yeah,
of.
but stir fry side of veggies. We already have the crock pot. Think
Because
about it. Put it
I
in
know
there.
because people like veggies at the side. Like they might love the coleslaw, but I think the veggies would be a nice ideal too.
Yeah, stir fry veggie.
The only thing with veggies, you gotta be careful because like you know it's fresh. I just don't want to have it on the menu and then well.
Yeah, you
We
gotta
can
have to.
we can do it, but like I'm just saying, I feel like a lot of people are gonna want it, and we're gonna have to. That's when we have to go into buying more. Like I said, more product. The veggies, those peppers are not fucking cheap. I keep
Yeah.
telling you, holy shit! Just to get one yellow pepper, you gotta buy a whole pack, which is like $6 for just peppers.
Never
Like
mind that. One pepper alone is like what,
I
three
know,
dollars?
$2.
$2, 3.50, almost $3. One pepper is $3. Not gonna
Mm-hmm.
lie, $3.
Oh, like I said, that's depending where you go.
That's crazy.
If you go to like Metro and shit,
No, but
that's
that's
expensive.
crazy
But they're
anywhere.
fresh.
But lately, when I go to Metros, it's the same price. I'm trying to tell you.
Mm. Well, like I was saying with the veggies, like I think we should do like all the colors, like the green, the sweet peppers, right?
Mm,
The green, the red, the yellow, and the orange, right? Make it colorful, kind of like make it look nice.
mm,
And I think you'd still we do the garlic, put a little garlic in there,
mm.
and then do like a season, like season it kind of, and do the soy sauce, whatever you want to do, just a little bit. I think also cherry tomatoes would be nice. If they want hot kind of thing, add a little bit of the just a tiny piece of the scotch bonnet. It's just a tiny ass piece, like chopped up really fine.
And a stir fried veggie.
No, like we're Caribbean fusion. We gotta do different shit. It can't be
I
like
know, but we're gonna mix. And
I'm saying. People want it hot. Like some people like hot, right?
okay.
You could do a hot veggie, like
No, I
stuff.
understand what you're saying. I understand what you're saying.
But anyways,
Because we do ask people if they want it hot or not. That
right? It's
makes
just
sense.
like eating the spring roll, but
Mm-hmm.
you know.
I get it.
And then we can also do like what's the next thing we can put in there? So the veggies, carrots, right?
Mm-hmm.
Carrots, garlic goes good with carrots. So we can do carrots, the freaking peppers, garlic. There's something else I had in mind. Cherry tomatoes.
Spring beans.
Yeah, like do a mix like that. That'd be nice. But I don't think I'll do scotch bonnet in it. I'm just saying to give it spice, we gotta come up with something hot. Like pepper is hot though. That's the thing.
Mm-hmm.
Pepper can be very spicy. But I think for that we should put that on the menu too. Next thing is soups.
Mm-hmm.
I think even starting now, because it's winter, we should just do like on Saturdays maybe, or even on Friday or so. We gotta figure out a day where, because I don't want like to make soup and have it sitting there for the next day. Like I don't mind eating soup, but I'm not like what do you call it? I'm not like the person that want to sell the soup the next day kind of thing. That's the next thing we gotta figure out. Like
How much to cook and how much not to cook.
yeah, like I think like one pot would be nice. So a lot of people like soup,
Like what I told you before. I already started doing some of the 2022 changes, like the soup. It's coming up this Saturday.
I got a bone to pick with you. What about the tacos? Like you said, we're gonna do
Yeah, we're doing. Don't worry, we're doing that. We're not gonna. That's the next for next episode. Don't even talk about that because I was. It's so funny that you talked about that. You know what I was looking at something, and you know those little ads that comes at Presto when you put everything in the taco and you press it with the cheese and you melts it.
The what?
You know that little that thingy that I don't know what it's called. It's like a waffle maker, but it's not. You put your
Oh, grilled
tacos.
cheese.
Yeah, like a thing. You put your tacos in there and you crush.
Okay,
Yeah, so I was thinking about that, and then I seen that I was like, damn, you know, I was thinking about doing some of that, and when around Christmas, just
Mm-hmm.
give out to someone like who like support us around the neighborhood, like shoe, like give some a little bit to the Indian people on the street, and
Yeah.
some stuff to the bar. So I was funny that you said that because I was thinking about that, but.
And I was thinking too, like you see our communities, like you see people that need food, but you see people that you know,
Mhm.
they're not kind of like
I know what you mean. I know what you
I
mean.
think like this, the next way to promote, like to get you out there like that, is to like, you see how we were doing here, like for example, the girl that, the people that well, the person that used to do my hair, I used to bring like for Christmas, we used to make stuff and bring it to them. Like,
Mhm.
we did what, the 6 egg rolls, because there's only 2 of them there, so they got, 3 each kind of thing. They got like gift, like what I'm saying. I think,
I mean the cup, the mini cup cheesecakes.
yeah,
Kind
like
of thing.
we did stuff like that. I think in that community we can do this year. We can like make something that we know we can have enough of and
Mhm.
bring it to like the stores around us. Like, we're not trying to like, or we don't want, they don't have to come to us. Like, we're not forcing them, like, oh, try food kind of thing.
Mhm.
Oh, it's just like, it's Christmas. It's good to give.
Mhm.
Like, they always say it's better to give than to
And
receive.
the next idea, that I was telling that next changes that I want to do in the like you sure you got your pre-order for cheesecake.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I was thinking right, whether like whether for our next idea for the 2022 is do what keep doing what you're doing and sell them as a whole, but do like your cup cheesecakes. Do them for like how you do the egg rolls. Like we do the egg rolls 7 for 5. You hear me? What are you looking at?
Your nose is
Seven. Oh my gosh, man! Come on, let's serious. Let's talk about this. You hear me? Let's listen to the plan. 7 for 5. But then you do like you do like I don't know what you want to do like 3 for 8 or something like what like
What, cocoa bread or
no cheesecake, the mini cheesecake.
oh, like the cupcake one?
I'm saying like when you got pre-ordered the cheesecake and people are buying, since
Mm-hmm.
people are starting to buy them as a whole instead of
Mm-hmm.
slices. That's what I'm saying. You might want to switch it up. Like after this, like I'm just talking like not but like yeah, but no,
Well, like do cupcake style, and
yeah.
I'm always forever going to do spices. But I know you see like cupcake style cheesecake.
Listen.
Wow.
This is a good idea too.
Cheers. Team. Do what?
Cheers, Mr. MJ. You it's like you say, okay, how much would you? How much? Okay, you say I don't know how much would you make, but you sell like from mini cup cheesecake. How much you go for? Some will go for like $7.99. You sell um 5 of them for like $15 or something like that. 5 mini ones.
Okay.
So you know what I mean? Or you sell or you like or something like that.
Okay. I see what you're saying.
And then like the like the whole one instead of cutting to a slice, you could just since people already buying it, like you know what I mean. Look, your cousins they come to you for cake, you know what I mean. Those other cakes, you know what I mean. Like you see what's going on, you know
Mm-hmm.
what I mean. So people are buying it just the whole thing. So now you're like, all right, you're onto something. So let's just do it like that. You know what I
Okay.
mean? Because that's like the only thing we haven't really changed yet is the cheesecake. And I mean, we only took down the ice cream out of it, so you could always change it when you want. You could change it after the New Year's, or I think you should change it after the New Year. Since you don't want to do it all the time like that. But I guarantee you, when you do it like that all the time, it's gonna bump because people's gonna be like, all right, well, I'm getting one. It's a cupcake. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? It's a
Yeah, I know
$10.
what you mean.
So that's one thing I was thinking about.
So like just instead of the
Because
slices.
nobody really want a slice; they want a whole one. That's crazy, and I know this day was gonna come.
But I told you if I didn't make the cheesecake right this week, Someone's gonna come and order a full one, and that's basically I'm profit off of that full one that I was gonna make for the restaurant. And it's actually going. It's not gonna sit there. We're not gonna bring nothing home. No pieces home. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like I'm crazy because when I was looking at the old menu, I was like, damn. When I was looking at the menu, I was like, damn, look at the cheesecake, and I mean, so I'm like, right there, I'm like, yeah, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go back to doing that. We're gonna go back to selling mini cheesecake, but we're still gonna use the same amount of cheese, making them big, nice. You know what I mean? So when you make them nice and fat and juicy, you know what I mean? And they're like, okay, you know what I mean? You go look. Some places might sell them for $1, some might sell them for $8.
Basically, they're getting 8 spices.
So we're just gonna give them, but remember, it's gotta be like a price though. Like, yeah, you're getting that for that price. You know what I mean? And if someone says, "Oh well, can I have one?" No, we don't sell one.
Yeah,
That's why it's gonna be uneven for the other person that wants 4 or 2, whatever.
what you can also do, right? You see, are you saying we should do such and such for this amount, like for 5 or 15, whatever? You can let them know they can get 3 like mini cheesecakes for basically almost the $7 but not. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know, but it's gonna be like, don't worry, it's gonna be I'm getting the next board soon. Like, we have the next menu board, and people keep looking at that one. So we're gonna get a next board, and then we're gonna put like, half cakes and half of the stuff that we don't have on there. Like,
well, like for the board that's like blow up,
the one that
lights up, the chalkboard, or
no, the one that lights up.
Okay, so we can put that in the next one.
But that's gonna be the plan. So it's gonna be like that because it makes sense. Just think about it. Someone comes in, like, you got like, if you buy, if a family comes in, you're not just gonna and they buy one cheesecake and everyone's gonna be like, oh, I have to get this. So if they buy like, 4 for like 15 or 4 for like 17 or
I
something.
get what you're saying because my one slice of cheesecake is like you can sit there with your partner or your kid and eat it, and it's still like you still get half and half kind of thing. They're so big. I hear what you're saying about that. Maybe we can do like 4 for. I like the slices for them, like
Yeah, because when you do the prep, when you do like it's one at a time. So we talked about a lot of changes already.
Yeah, like I agree with what you're saying. The only thing I don't want people to just think if we do the mini cheesecakes, they're gonna have to buy. They're gonna get 2. Oh,
you gotta just think about it.
2 for what?
You gotta just think. You gotta just think about it, right? Listen.
It's less prepping.
I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why in a minute.
Give me 1 sec. One second.
Yeah. Go ahead. So, what was I gonna say? Makes sense. Trust me, because you gotta think about it. You gotta remember what the other guy was saying.
The what?
He was telling his friend, like, oh, you should get this cheesecake. It's really good. You know what I mean? They're selling. Well, go on, cool. Yo, what's good, family? You could jump in. You know what I'm saying? Anytime you're ready.
Why are you coming in when we rolling, smoking a blunt, huh? Bully.
Hold on. You gotta think, right? He's like, how much did you say they're selling it for? 7?
What?
He said they try their cheesecake. They're selling for $7. Yeah, they're selling for $7. We're selling for 6.
Oh, he said 8.
Yeah, he said they're selling for 8. And now just think about that. Now he's selling for 8, right? So now we sell 4 cupcakes. You see what I'm saying? 4 cupcakes for $20. That's a deal.
True, but
or a big nice one.
The only thing I'm just nervous about, like, you just slice it more presentable, right?
Once again, I'm trying to tell you, you're selling a whole cheesecake now. I mean, you're selling an 8-inch and a 9-inch. I don't know if you're ever gonna bake a 10-inch. but that's what's popping right now. But I'm just saying. So like, you could just save the big ones and all, like that box and all that stuff. For that.
Sure, I know what you're saying, but like, I was basically going off the small cupcake ones, but then I figured if I just make a big one, you can slice it, but it's okay. I get what you're saying. I'm not gonna lie. We can do that because it saves me like basically I don't need like for my graham crackers I can just buy a pack of the graham crackers and have that would save me from having to go down there and wait for like 3 hours for the cake and then let it set.
Yeah,
With the huh?
Yeah,
With the cupcake style cheesecakes, the mini cheesecakes, all I have to do is basically it. What the hell? They won't take long to bake. That's what I'm saying. They won't take. They're only going to take maybe 25 minutes to 30 minutes to bake, and then that's even better for me. But the only problem I have with that is that I don't want them to be tiny.
exactly. They're not gonna be tiny, so we're
I
gonna.
have to get the muffin style.
Yeah. We're gonna get.
Because I have them. Actually, I have them here. I think I have the donut thing here too. I want to start making donuts too big.
We're gonna get the ones that not too big, just a nice perfect size. Because we don't want big ass jets. We don't want to like. We want to sell them for a price of where it's good for them, but we're also profiting off it for ourselves too.
You want to know something, babe? I haven't told you this because I don't want you to like start thinking, oh yeah. But we're already going to this topic, so it came to this topic. So the cheesecakes that I used to make, the mini ones, right? That I used to make for where I used to work, right?
Mm-hmm.
Them sell that for $5.
Mm-hmm. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
So we're with the slices, right? That's a bigger amount that you get, and we're only selling it for $5. So I'm looking at like I could have probably just done the muffin things from the get go,
Mm-hmm.
That would have saved us so much. Even though it'd be like the same process and etc. Like I'd make the mix, and then but I think with that, the only thing I think with that I do is that if I were to make the small ones, there'd be leftover cheesecake, like batter. I had to make so many of them. But like you said, you want to sell like some um like for whatever, right? So it's not bad because then you're selling them. But I just don't want to have a whole bunch of mini cheesecakes sitting there.
Yeah, but you're not gonna have that, so you start off with whatever, and if you stop, then you know what's going on.
I don't want to freeze them. I don't want to
It's
freeze them.
just okay, but it's just like the drink. You already know you're already doing the people already coming and asking for the drink earlier. So let me have.
Go ahead, go ahead.
Let me have them. Let me have that. Let me have that. So you do it like that, and you have them in a it's already working out for us. So we're just gonna put it onto something else.
Business as well.
Yeah,
But I think with the mini cheesecakes, okay, because I've seen people sell like the smaller ones that I want to do for $5. So it's like I think that would work. But then we'd have a leftover cheesecake batter, and I don't want leftover because know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna throw it in the trash, and I don't want to waste cream cheese and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Because eggs are not cheap, butter is not cheap, graham crackers is definitely not
Not cheap.
and cream cheese is not cheap. I add one more thing, but I'm not gonna tell you that secret because but yeah, that shit is not. And the time to bake these things is just like, whew, man. Coming home at like 10 o'clock sometimes. Well, 9 something, but still 10 o'clock. But I think that's a good idea. I'm gonna actually write that on my a notepad. I think I can write it here. You should do that.
Cream cheese.
Actually, that's too much paper. I'm not gonna go.
Yeah, it's gonna be a lot of that going on. There's a lot of people gonna be.
I'll remember that. I think that's a good idea. I can't lie.
It's the season of the cakes. I'm telling you.
Oh yeah, by the way, I'm not doing a sweet potato pie for Christmas. I think for that because we're gonna be open for I think I'm just gonna do a cheesecake or like a different another cake instead of a pie. I think Thanksgiving is more like a pie thing. You don't agree with me?
No, Thanksgiving is
It's more of a
Christmas is pie too. What are you talking about?
I know, but Thanksgiving is like the apple pie, the pumpkin, it's more like and this is just my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
It is pie, but
Right.
Thanksgiving is just like you always remember that turkey, that pie, and then Christmas is like, some people just put like what they would cook every day, but bigger portions maybe.
Mm-hmm.
And that's my thing. I'm not high either, man. Don't look at me like that with your nose all
Let me
stuck in
see
there.
your eyes.
They would love you. They would love you. Okay, man.
So,
Okay,
yeah, what else? What's the next one?
whatever.
So, so that was one. We got a cheesecake down and packed. We gonna switch
What
to
else
that.
do you want to talk about? Because I think Tmgz is gonna be the host next time.
We gonna
Never.
what else? Talk about that. We gonna switch to chicken parmesan.
Chicken
Put it on
parmesan.
the cater. And the chicken parmesan is gonna be there, but it's gonna be on the cater. You know what I mean?
Thank you.
I gotta figure out what day I'm gonna introduce the.
This takes up.
What day I'm gonna introduce the jerk. Shepherd's pie to the
Yeah.
menu. To the menu. Just gotta figure out. I think it might be a summertime thing.
You know what's funny, babe? Sorry to cut you off. It's just started getting on my head. Did you know that when we did the jerk shepherd's pie, that was for one special on one day on a Friday.
Mm-hmm.
No one has tasted that.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I just realized that.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to tell you. Still love new stuff. Like,
But we can do it because we always have potatoes, right? We always have boneless chicken. What else? We have the veggies. What else? What else comes with it? Yeah, we always have the product, so
mm-hmm.
it wouldn't be a problem. It's just I wouldn't make big portions of it because like no, we're not sitting here and wasting no food,
Who's the other phone?
But I think with that new idea is good. Like the shop, I think maybe you should switch. What day? Thursday is part impossible. No, we can't change that. The Wednesday, I think the Wednesday would be. Why you get out? Sorry. TMG's gone. I kicked him. I'm joking. I didn't kick him. But I think those are good ideas, so because the cheesecake is like it sound like crazy. And if you do I would love to buy 4 or 5 mini cheesecakes for that price. You know what I'm saying? I think it'd be a good idea. Because like people love cheesecake. They can just buy instead of buying a $5 slice. I just thought of this. So instead of buying a $5 slice, they can buy 4 mini or 5 mini ones for a good price. How that rhymes. No, I'm just saying I just came up with that because he brought up the whole sorry my bad not he TMG brought up the whole make the mini cheesecake. So I'm thinking, if I was a family and that's a dessert, why not buy 4 or 5 or 3 or even 2 or for the family also instead of buying one slice, which will probably do 2 people. That's how big I make my cheesecake. So instead of buying one slice and sharing it with your partner, your kids can't get it, or your kids and your partner can, you can buy 4 mini ones, and it's still the same amount of cream cheese in it, or cream cheese. Obviously, it's made out of cream cheese. There's still a amount of cheesecake in the layer, and then the crust. So you're still getting that amount of cheesecake that you're supposed to get when you have dessert. But I like that idea. Babe, what's wrong?
I'm trying to get.
You can't get it. I really banned you. You talk too much. I'm just playing with you. Oh shit. You know, your child tried to cuss me, eh? I gotta let him know. You can't talk to a woman like me. Joking. He thought we left like his stuff at the restaurant. And like, look here, my friend. I don't know who you chat to. Because you can't get back in the meeting. He's officially gone. Gunner. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? What? I don't even have. I deleted that. I don't have the thing no more. Remember, I had to delete it because it was like taking up too much space. I don't use that shit anyways, unless it's like an important like. You know, I'll just re-download it. But I think we touched up on shit, right? What you gonna do when you go? I got that. I don't like it. Yeah. What in the frig? It's in the less trippy. You didn't connect your mic or your cam before you added yourself. So I'm gonna ban you from the studio. I don't know who you are. This device is not connected, so you have to connect your camera and your mic. Babe, here, come. It says edit name, kick from studio, or ban from studio. Anyways, babe, you really can't thing.
No, so this is your phone. We're talking.
Well, then I'm just gonna talk away then.
My phone you can see shit, man.
Yeah, because look.
You tell me that was last time I was trying to let somebody in. Now you knew somebody trying to get in.
Really?
Yeah, but the camera wasn't on. First.
Oh my god. Join. Look, you gotta enter with it, right? Cam. That is so weird. Anyways, I'm not gonna waste thing on this. Pardon? There's something weird about this. No, but I was on it before. Oh, what the hell? That's weird. Oh well, we ain't gonna sit here and debate why this is not working. Oh well. Pardon? Yeah. So yeah, we are gonna come out with another episode soon. I don't know when, but I have more business talks. I think we already showed you some things in the beginning, but yeah, we're just gonna give me business talks, ideas, stuff like that. So we just we're gonna show you, we're gonna tell you what we went through, but also show you how to not go through certain, when you open up a business or you own a company or anything, you don't want to go down the wrong way or path. You want to go that way because that way is not good at all. So that's why we're still, we got our thing still going. If we were going down that way, it's because we chose that way. But we just kind of we're just kind of giving clues and ideas of certain things you can not, what you can do. And it's coming from experience too. At the same time, it's I don't know. You love what you're doing, you enjoy it. Turn it into something. You need any business ideas or anything, we can talk about that. But we are probably gonna get off. It's late over here. It's 11:41. I think 11:40. It doesn't matter. But it's getting late. We're gonna go rest.
Yeah,
Gotta go chill.
Gotta get up and get ready for the morning.
Tomorrow's an oxtail day, so oxtail takes forever. So
and oxtail curry chicken day. And tomorrow that's specialist curry chicken. I might want to change that too because since that's already on the menu, I'm just gonna put something else. It might be the Taco Wednesdays instead of a Taco Tuesday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. You gotta look at I'm just gonna say one thing before I get out. Our special every Tuesday, right? I'm pretty sure people would just pay for the kids combo.
Right.
No, it's the same thing, but you're just paying less.
Right. You gotta let people to get well with the people.
I know what you're saying. Specials are good to have because you lower the price kind of thing.
For those people that expect one of a meal and the people that don't have $8 or $10. I mean, 11, $15 to go spend on a meal on a drink.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, those people come too, so keep for them on that.
But we're actually saying bye, right?
Right?
We're saying bye to everybody.
Yeah, so that will be the next.
We'll come up with episode 7 whenever we come out, kind of thing.
Yeah.
We'll have more ideas, and if you have any questions about a business plan or so, because I know business plans from experience are just you really got to focus on your business plan when it comes to opening up something, because you can just have a business plan that will go left, right. It will just won't go your way sometimes, but depending on the situation. For us, we had a business plan before we opened, and our business plan was even created before we did menus. So that was way before we opened. We didn't know that COVID was gonna come and all that stuff. So
we had to change
just little things to look out for when you're doing business planner.
Yeah, we had to change up a lot of our business plan, and then we had to put stuff that we didn't have that we did not know that was important, little stuff, your little blue tags of COVID sign.
I know we didn't have to do all that. It was basically the basics in the kitchen, but we'll talk about that, next time. Yeah. Episode 7's gonna be different topics, just straight into if anybody wanted to join and talk about certain things as a business owner, or even if they want to open up something. But that's for episode 7, because we're gonna give you some more ideas. Every episode we give you, it's gonna be more ideas. I think we're gonna do 10 episodes. Damn, maybe Frozen. But yeah, we'll see you next time. For more ideas.